Hello students, we are again together with a new topic of chemistry, which is ionic bond. Now what is ionic bond? Before discussing about ionic bond, I shall make you aware that kindly subscribe to my channel and whose link is this, and it shall be available in the description box for accessing the early notifications for the new videos uploaded on my channel related to chemistry subject. Now, what is ionic bond? Before we move to the ionic bond, we should be aware that what is the meaning of bond? Bond is the strong force of attraction which binds the atoms together. Now, if I say that we have a friendship, we have a bond, so bond means which connects us. So if we talk about a chemical bond, the chemical bond is a force of attraction which joins or combines the atoms together. Now, chemical bond could be ionic bond, which is our topic of understanding today. It could be a covalent bond, it could be metallic bond, it could be coordinate bond as well. But today we shall be discussing only ionic bond. It could be even coordinate bond. Slowly and gradually we shall upload more videos related to each type of bond. Now if I talk only about ionic bond is the strong force of attraction which is acting between metal and non-metals only. Please remember, ionic bond is acting between metal and non-metal. And how is this bond formed? Solely by the transfer of electrons. With examples, we shall understand much. But what is a metal? What is a non-metal? Please have a look on this periodic table. Now, if you check for group 1, 2. This is group 1 is the alkali metal, group 2 is the alkaline earth metals. So this basically group 1 and group 2 are the metals. Now if we talk about this staircase, you can see this staircase and this is the halogen family. They are basically the non-metals. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine is a liquid non-metal. Iodine. So these are the non-metals, these are the metals. So when the metals link with the non-metals, the strong force of attraction between metal and non-metals by the transfer of electrons forms an ionic bond. Let us have a look of the examples. Suppose a simple example if I take about sodium chloride. Sodium, atomic number is 11. If you have any problem related to atomic number, I shall, in the description box, I shall mention the link for the video related to atomic number. So the electronic configuration shall be 281 and chlorine 17. So the electronic configuration shall be 287. Now, if in the valence shell, the outermost shell, there is one electron, then it's a metal. Whichever elements valence shell have 1, 2 or 3 electrons. That is, they have a tendency to lose the electrons to attain octet. So if I draw a Lewis diagram for sodium, I draw 1 electron as a cross, and for chlorine, I draw 7 valence electrons. Now, every atom has a tendency to complete the outermost shell with 8 electrons. So, what will sodium do? Nobody will give 7 electrons to sodium. So, instead, sodium will give away 1 electron to chlorine atom. So, sodium has lost 1 electron, so it becomes a unipositive ion, and Cl has gained 1 electron, so it forms a univalent anion. The positively charged ions are called cation and the negatively charged ions are called anions. Let us have a look of another example. Now we take magnesium oxide. Magnesium has atomic number 12. So the electronic configuration shall be 282 and oxygen has atomic number 8. So the electronic configuration will be 26. Now, if we draw the electron dot diagram for magnesium, we have to see that there are two valence electrons in magnesium atom, whereas in the case of oxygen, there are 6 valence electrons, electrons in the outermost shell. Every atom has a tendency to complete its valence shell with 8 electrons. So oxygen requires 2 more and magnesium requires 6 more. So what will magnesium do? Magnesium will donate its 2 electrons to oxygen atom. So magnesium has lost 2 electrons, so it becomes magnesium plus 2 ion, and oxygen has gained 2 electrons and become an oxide. So this magnesium ion has lost electrons, so it is a cation, and oxygen has gained 2 electrons to form an oxide ion, so it becomes an anion. Let us do some more examples. If we take, suppose, aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide is Al2O3, another different type of example. Aluminium has atomic number 13, so the electronic configuration shall be 283. Oxygen has atomic number 8, so the electronic configuration shall be 26. This oxygen requires 2 electrons. But check in aluminium oxide atom. There are 3 electrons in the valence shell of aluminium and there are 6 electrons in the valence shell of oxygen. Since for aluminium oxide, in order to gain stability, there are 2 aluminium atoms with 3 electrons in the valence shell. Whereas oxygen, there is O3, so we will be making 3 atoms of oxygen showing 6 valence electrons in each oxygen atom. The cross and a dot which I am making is just to differentiate between the electrons of two different atoms. Now this oxygen is in need of 2 electrons. So this aluminium will be donating 2 electrons here. Now this 1 electron is left. I just changed the ink so that it could be better for you to understand. See what happens is there each oxygen atom is in need of 2 electrons. So what will aluminium do? Out of these 3 electrons, these 2 electrons are donated to this oxygen atom, then this 1 electron and this 1 electron. So this oxygen atom also has 2 electrons. Now these two electrons are donated to this oxygen atom. So in short, one aluminium atom has lost 3 electrons. So what will be the valency of aluminium? 3. One aluminium has lost 3 electrons. Although it is giving to different atoms of oxygen, but if we see how many atoms how many electrons one atom is losing, that is 3. So Al plus 3. Whereas, just check this. How many electrons each oxygen atom is accepting? 2. So minus 2. So aluminium plus 3 is a cation. If there is any confusion, you can pause and rewind the video to understand it. And still you have a problem, please mention in the comment box below. Now, just for the practice, I give you some time. Which elements will form cation and which will form anion from the list below? Please rewind the video for the recap of the concept and I give you just a couple of minutes to attempt this question. We wait for you and you do it. Or you can even pause it and then attempt it. So now magnesium, if we come up to the answer, you can check whether your answers are correct or not. So if all are correct, thumbs up, and you can form even the ionic bonds compounds from taking up these examples. You can link with any cation in an ion atom and try to form a ionic bond. So thank you for watching this video, and for if you have any doubts, this is my WhatsApp link which I shall provide in the description box as well. So if you have any doubt, anything you want to ask, you can directly be in touch with the SS Education Hub.